Honorable Minister for Agriculture, Shri Kurasala Kannababu Garu, my colleague, Special Chief Secretary to Government, Agriculture, Horticulture, Fisheries and Sugar, Srimati Poonam, Mr. Rangamuthu, Dr. Rangamuthu will be appearing virtually, Mr. Ramohan Reddy, the Zonal Development Commissioner of Visakhapatnam, Mr. Das Mahapatra, the Executive Director of Plex Council, Mr. Ravindranath of Tex Prosil, Mr. Jayapal, Joint Director, MPDA, Srimati Purnima of Exim Bank. Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. I welcome you all to this trade carnival, which is being organized on the eve of 75th year of independence celebrations, Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav, Sandarpanga Vanijya Utsavam. We are doing it for 2 days. The overwhelming response from industrial fraternity is really, encouraging. More than 650 participants have registered. They are participating. Honorable Minister, Agriculture and the Special Chief Secretary, Agriculture is concentrated on the agriculture growth and agriculture potential, the role of food processing industries in the growth of economic growth of the state, on related items. So I would like to concentrate on the infrastructure, what we have, and the infrastructure what we are developing to support the export. Meeku andarkam telusu, traditionally the state of Andhra Pradesh is a leading state in agriculture, horticulture, fisheries and animal husbandry. But now we have to add value to the produce. Food processing is the only way. And food processing industry has been the focus sector of the state of Andhra Pradesh. మన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ అనుకుంటే our industrial policy talks about not only ease of doing business but the cost of doing business. We have to make the business more comfortable in our state by reducing the cost. The reducing a cost, one of the major constraint is logistics. Nearly 13% of an investment of our operational cost goes to logistics. So now we want to reduce it to 8%. We are developing many ports, airports and fishing harbors apart from road and rail network. In the eastern coast, మీరు చూస్తే Andhra Pradesh is in a very, very strategic position. And now with Look East policy, India to emerge as a major regional power, we have to develop trade and commerce relationship with all the Southeast nation, Middle East nation. So the Southeast Asia and Middle East Asia countries toni mana trade and commerce develop cheyalante, the eastern coast has to be strengthened. The infrastructure on the eastern coast. Eastern coast lo Andhra Pradesh is the major state. Nearly 1,050 kilometers length of coastline we have, second to Gujarat. So we consider ourselves as a logistics marvel on the eastern coast. Manaku already we have industrial corridors, we have greenfield airports, we have seaports, we have SEZs, National Investment Manufacturing Zone, to support the industry, to do the manufacturing and also to do the exports. Mana facilities mana chuste, on the basis we have warehousing, we have cold storage, we have inland container depots, we have container freight stations. So we have a capacity of nearly 700 million metric ton of warehousing and 70 million metric ton of cold storage. So we have the facility and we want to develop it further. Today, in this conference, you must have seen this exhibition what we have organized. There are many facilities for the exporters, for the producers to learn and to experience and to adopt in their businesses. So you kindly visit the stalls in the exhibition and get benefited. We are in the 4th rank in the exports. Manam chuste Andhra stands in the 4th position after Gujarat, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. Very soon, with all this infrastructure coming up, we are likely to be in the 3rd position. So that is our target, and we will in all likelihood, we will be able to achieve that. Even during COVID, we have achieved nearly $17 billion of export. So there is a 14% growth, even during pandemic. So that is a great achievement. So our major destination is North America, ASEAN countries, and West Africa. We have nearly 2,106 products which we are exporting to 195 countries. So major exports manam chuste the granites, the minerals, granites, barytes and cement, iron and steel, rice. Rice, out of 14 million metric tons of exports, we already reached 4 million from our Kakinada Anchorage port and Kakinada Deepwater port. We are exporting 4 million. Very soon we will be touching 6 to 7 million. So nearly 50% of the rice export will happen from Andhra Pradesh. And also iron and manganese ore and calcinated coke. Apart from that, if you see nearly the sector-wise, if we take textiles, we are very strong. Aqua, we are very strong, marine products, aqua products. And we are strong in auto components. With Kia, nearly 10% of auto components export happening from Andhra Pradesh. Pharmaceutical, traditionally we are strong in pharmaceutical. The pharmaceutical capital of India, Andhra Pradesh, used to be referred to. Still we keep that position. We are developing pharmaceutical clusters. A major cluster in a private sector is at Vizag, and all other near Donakonda, we are planning one more cluster. So that way we encourage pharmaceuticals in a big way. Besides, the country as a whole, we want to reach 1 trillion exports. Right now we are in 500 billion, so we want to reach the 1 trillion target. So Government of India has announced many schemes to support export. The PLI is one such scheme. For 13 industries, they announced the Productive Linked Incentive Scheme. And our state also stands to benefit from this PLI scheme. This one district, one product is also again a great initiative by Government of India. So minimum one product we have to promote from each district. The product which has got the potential to get exported. So we have many products, but at least we concentrate one product. Doesn't mean that we don't concentrate on other products. So every district has to concentrate, shall have at least one product to get the export potential. So that way we have already notified our district promotion, district industrial promotion committees as district export promotion committees. So the DIPCs is known as now DEPCs. They'll be looking after the exports. They'll be concentrating on exports. The MSME sector will get benefit out of it. And as you know that the infrastructure what we create include not only ports, airports, roads and rail network, we're also developing common infrastructure like irradiation facilities, testing labs, certification labs, packaging. Indian Institute of Packaging is already set up a branch in Vizag. So, and promote more and more warehousing. So these are all the infrastructure support which the state government is planning to do. And as Poonam has mentioned, the air cargo, though we have international airports like Vizag, Tirupati and Vijayawada, the international cargo is not, international air cargo is not to the level of expectation. So most of the cargo is going to Bangalore and Hyderabad. So we want to capture that. So very soon, the facility in, because you know, in Vizag, because it's only a civil enclave, a major international airport, Bhogapuram, is going to come up. It's under construction, under development. Same way, in Tirupati, we are developing one cargo terminal. And in Nellore, a new airport is coming up at Dagadarthi. That airport is going to be predominantly concentrating on cargo. Because we have Krishnapatnam port nearby and Ramayapatnam port is coming up nearby. So it's a 50-kilometer radius, you have two ports, major ports. And as I told you, we have 3 industrial corridors. No other state has got 3 industrial corridors in one state. The first East Coast Corridor, the VCIC, the Vizag-Chennai Industrial Corridor has been notified in our state. VCIC corridor, and we have CBIC, Chennai-Bangalore, and we have Hyderabad-Bangalore Industrial Corridor. So in this corridor, we are planning to develop industrial nodes. These industrial nodes require a lot of logistics support. Many of the industrial nodes will have captive seaports. So that is how we are planning. So this is the infrastructure, this is the facility we create for the industries to come and set up. Basically, the MSME sector in our state is very dynamic and very encouraging. And we have to support more and more to the MSME sector. More clusters will be encouraged. Right now we have 13, 14 clusters, but more clusters will be supported. And we have an APTPC, Trade Promotion Corporation. They come out with a trade journal. The trade journal, it's a monthly magazine. It will give all the information to the exporters, especially the small manufacturers, small and medium manufacturers, SMEs. You can get benefit out of this trade journal. And they are also organizing a virtual buyer-seller meets. So wherein you can meet the buyer internationally, globally. So this is an opportunity is being provided. It's a platform being created, and this opportunity is being provided by APTPC. And this YSR AP1 you must have seen in the exhibition. This is basically a one-stop shop on the lines of Singapore. So it is going to be a great success because this YSR AP1 provides all support to the new entrepreneurs. Not only new, even the existing. The market support, the financial support, the research support. So all supports are being provided in one location. Very soon, by the end of this year, by December, we are planning to launch this in a big way. So all the entrepreneurs who are from Andhra Pradesh will get benefit out of it. So I request you to make use of these opportunities being provided by the state of Andhra Pradesh and very dynamic industrial policy which we have. And our Honorable Chief Minister's vision is, he's a visionary leader. And his vision is to have a sustainable and inclusive growth. So he is concentrating more on a sustainable growth, industrial growth. And we have area-wise, even the backward areas, a balanced growth. Backward areas like Kadapa and all is being developed with a new package of incentives. So this is the concept which is going to click all over the country. Area-specific approaches, area-specific support, sector-specific support. So we are going to have sector-specific policies, area-specific policies, so which will really support the industries and support the entrepreneurs. And apart from that, we have the skilling colleges and skilling universities. You know, we have a law which requires 75% of the employment from locals. So we have to provide the skilled manpower to the industries. The requirement has to be met. So we're developing skill universities and skill colleges. So each and every aspect of industrial establishment is met by the policy, and our Honorable CM is very clear that the hand-holding, all the industries have to be hand-holded throughout its life cycle. So that is how we are planning. So the entire industry will be supported throughout its life cycle by the department, by the state. So with these few words, I congratulate, I appreciate, I thank you for coming and participating in a big way in this event. And I hope that you will all benefited out of this event. Thank you very much.